40% of Americans earning more than $300,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck. That is not a typo. People with executive-level incomes reach the end of the month and see zero in their accounts. Here is the stranger part. People earning $100,000 report money trouble more often than people earning $50,000. Logic says double your income and the problems disappear. The statistics say no, they simply change shape. The most searched money question of 2026 is painfully simple. Can I actually still afford this? Cashiers ask it. Doctors ask it. Programmers and lawyers ask it. Different incomes. Exactly the same question. Nearly 1 in 4 American households spends everything it earns month after month, saving nothing at all. So this is not about laziness, and not about small paychecks. Something else is quietly at work. 3 hidden mechanisms drain money even from large incomes. The first one hides inside your own payslip. It is the mechanism that makes you celebrate a raise that is, in real terms, making you poorer. In 2021, millions of people got raises and felt richer. They were wrong to celebrate. Economists call it money illusion. We judge income by the number on the check, not by what that number can buy. A 5% raise during 8% inflation is not growth. It is a 3% cut to your real life. Between 2020 and 2024, American wages grew 22%. On paper, that sounds like a great 4 years. But prices climbed almost 19% over the same stretch. The real gain was 3%, in 4 whole years. And in 2021 and 2022, real wages actually fell, 2 years in a row. Anyone who did not push for a raise in those years accepted a pay cut. It just was never announced. From May 2025 to May 2026, wages rose 3.7% while prices rose 4.2%. That is $6 less every week. Invisible in a month. Impossible to ignore across a year. But inflation at least makes the news. The second mechanism works in silence, right on the supermarket shelf. Pick up a bag of coffee. Same price as last year. Same label. Less coffee inside the bag. This is shrinkflation. Instead of raising the price, the maker shrinks the product. You pay the same and get less. Cliff Bars used to come 12 to a box. Now the box holds 10. The price never moved an inch. Dishwasher pods, 62 pods once cost about $22. Now 57 pods cost about $26. Measured by weight, coffee got roughly 32% more expensive, while the price tags barely seem to change. Toilet paper quietly slimmed from 12 rolls to 10. Cereal boxes grew bigger, while the cereal inside them shrank. The United States Government Accountability Office confirms it. Shrinking packages have become a steady, documented trend. Your brain compares price to price. It never weighs the package. And that is exactly what they count on. The result? You are sure you spend like before, yet the basket costs more and holds less food. And still, neither inflation nor shrinkflation explains why accounts run dry for people earning $500,000. In 2025, Fortune magazine profiled people earning over $500,000 and still living paycheck to paycheck. Their money is not being eaten by the store. Their money is being eaten by their own success. It is called lifestyle inflation. With every raise, yesterday's luxury quietly becomes today's bare necessity. First good salary, a nicer apartment. First bonus, a newer car. Promotion, a more expensive vacation. Spending grows exactly as fast as income, sometimes faster. The financial gain from earning more, zero. A third of American families earning over $100,000 say nothing is left once the bills are paid. Among households earning $200,000 or more, 60% describe their life as survival mode. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. Each new level of comfort quickly becomes normal and stops bringing joy. So the brain demands the next level, and the next level demands money that, once again, is not there. And when income can no longer keep up with habits, in comes the most expensive money in the world. A credit card does not feel like debt. It feels like a smooth extension of your paycheck. That is why late credit card debt in America has passed 7%, worse than before the pandemic. The trap's core mechanism is the minimum payment. It is designed not to end your debt, but to extend it. Paying the minimum, you are mostly paying interest. The debt itself barely shrinks from month to month. Meanwhile, the habits built on a rising income demand funding every single month, no matter what happens. This is the spiral. Inflation raised prices, shrinkflation cut the goods, habits grew, and the card covered the difference. From the outside, this life looks successful. From the inside, it is held up by the next payment. Middle-income families are the most exposed. Savings are spent, and the rates on their debts are variable and rising. Notice something. At no step did this person do anything obviously foolish. Every single step felt completely normal. That is the power of the trap, and it is also the clue to how people escape it. People who break out all start the same way. They measure money by purchasing power, not by the number. A raise gets compared to inflation, not to last year's salary. 5% against 8 is a reason to negotiate, not celebrate. The second habit. A slice of every raise goes to savings before the lifestyle has a chance to grow. Spending behaves like gas. It fills every container you give it. The only fix is shrinking the container in advance. The third, once a year, audit everything that charges you automatically, subscriptions, plans, insurance, everything that bills itself. Automatic payments are lifestyle inflation's favorite habitat. They grow quietly, without ever asking for your participation. Now return to the people earning $500,000 with empty accounts. Their story reads completely differently. They are not poor in money. They are poor in the gap between what comes in and what goes out. Wealth is not income. Wealth is the gap. And the gap can be built on almost any salary. By the way, the biggest line in that gap is housing. Rent or buy. The math will surprise you. That is the next video.